Hari Om Tat Sat. Durga Pooja message. Significance of Devi worship by Sri Swami Sivananda. Immortal selves. Peace be to you all. Prostrations to the Mother of the Universe. The Navaratri celebrations and the worship of a Devi have purified the whole atmosphere. Let me relate to you the importance and significance of the worship of Devi. Devi, in her aspect of the creative, the preservative, and the destructive power of the universe, is the Chidrupini Shakti, the eternal energy of the God who is Sachidananda. Devi worship or Durga Puja is the adoration of the Divine Mother of all things, who bears the seed of the universe in her imperishable womb, the Mahat Brahman. Devi is the consciousness power or the Chaitanya Shakti, the glory of the supreme sovereign of the universe made manifest to the manifested jivas in the world of creation. As the creator, the preservator, and the destroyer of the universe are but one God appearing in three forms. So the power which is inseparable from God appears in its threefold aspect, even as a person here is known from his characters and powers. God is revealed in his Shakti, which is the sum total of all knowledge, will, and action, visible and felt as well as invisible and beyond comprehension. The whole universe is Shakti. It is all power or energy. The universe is the manifestation of the richness and the glory of its immortal Creator, who ails beyond the dust of the earth and the luminaries of the heaven. He, the divine master, works everywhere with his twofold Shakti, Vidya and Avidya. The inner war in the 9 days Leela of the Supreme Goddess is illustrated the process of the overcoming of the dark and blind power of the lower nature by the splendid and intelligent powers of the higher nature. This great war marks the life of both the objective and the subjective sides of the created universe. Vidya Shakti always gains an upper hand, and everywhere there is a transcendence of the limitations and imperfections characteristic of the Jivahood and Asurahood by the divine Gnana Shakti, which pierces through every quarter and cranny in its work of the vanquishing unconsciousness of the ignorance together with its train of effects, desire, selfish action. In the Devi Mahatyam, or the Saptastavi Devi, is described as the mass of the effulgent energy of the gods, headed by Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. This Shakti is released when the Devas begin to complain to this higher power. The sense energy is presided over by the intelligence, which are symbolized by the Devas together with their ruler Indra. The mind, when they are oppressed by the demoniacal forces of passion, anger, greed, malice, etc., of a destructive nature, begin to feel acutely their humiliation in the form of a pains of life and resort to the higher nature for help. At once, the divine principle within that reveals itself in tremendous dignity of the power of a consciousness and in its unifying absoluteness of truth, and puts an end to the tempestuous life of animalism and all that is undivine, or that which belong to the realm of avidya. Vijayadashami is the crowning day of the success of avidya, Vidya Shakti over the negative and nature of nonsense. Devi is inseparable from Deva, seekers of perfection in truth. Even as you reach a destination only along a path leading to it and intimately related to it, the relation of a God is possible only through the several degrees of empirical reality, which act as the steps in the ladder of a spiritual experience. The universe of the several planes of a consciousness with their different values and grades of a truth is the Shakti of God. In the Ishavasya Upanishad, you read that the worship of Asambhuti and Sambhuti lead to the gradual attainment of ultimate perfection. God cannot be conceived of as divorced from his supreme power, which appears as and governs this universe, even as you cannot have fire and heat distinguished. You know a substance through its quality. You realize God through his Shakti, who is Devi, Mahamaya, Prakriti, the progenitress of all. The method of worship. We can worship Devi either through Vaidikya or Tantrika methods. She is worshipped even without rituals, through Parapuja or pure meditation alone. Indeed, this is the highest kind of worship, where the Divine Mother is considered as his or her own by a spiritual child. The grace of the Devi is the experience of the participation of the higher nature by the deity and an account of his conformity to the laws of manifestation in its order of divine Shaktis or the forms of one divine Shakti. No order of reality can be stepped into unless one fulfills the demands of one lower to it, the Devi Upasaka, thus knowing that Devi is Parabrahma Shakti itself, not creating a barrier between God and his Shakti, even as one does not consider the sun and his luminosity as separate, reaches the state of Brahman through the grace of Devi. It means the sadhana marga which an aspirant follows, where he has to proceed from earthly consciousness to the higher state step by step through the transcendence of manifested order of a phenomenal experience, without unwisely thinking that he can jump over the extremely elevated terrace independent of climbing along steps below. Sacrifice of lower nature. In this way, Durga Puja has a great spiritual meaning. Therefore, worship the mother of the universe, the Shakti of Brahman, in her supreme form or in her manifested form according to your capacity. I need not stress over the obvious fact that you should strictly practice ahimsa, satya, and brahmacharya. If we are to realize Devi, the glorious divine power of the supreme reality, I stress upon the moral side and the ethical side of the sadhana, because no valuable achievement is possible without it. Without it, high flying idealism will bring nothing. They will be a waste like oblations thrown on ashes, worship of God or goddess. If it is to result in spiritual illumination, the observance of yama and niyama is absolutely necessary. These form the two-fold equipment to overcome brute nature and hoist the banner of spiritual victory. Offer to goddess Durga the animal, the pashu of your inner evil trait of passion, of anger, of greed. Do not kill animals of the external world in the name of Balidana to the goddess. She wants your animal man within. No himsa should be committed on the excuse that it is for Devi. You have no right or justification to hurt any living creature for whatever reason. Ahimsa should be free from all exemptions whether pertaining to class, place, time, or circumstances. Ahimsa is a universal vow to be practiced absolutely. No worship, no prayer, no act whatsoever in life can justify injury or harm done to living beings. Even self protection cannot justify murder. You have to stick to the rule of universal love to the best of your ability, to the utmost extent possible. The offering of the self, the surrender of the ego to the divinity is a supreme sacrifice. Nothing is superior to it, nothing can be equal to it. This is the most exalted form of divine worship. Worship the Almighty with Atma Bhava, with Sarvatma Bhava. This is the greatest and most glorious thing that can ever be done by anyone at any time. May you all imbibe the knowledge of a real worship of the divine being. May the Devi Durga shower his blessings upon you all. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.